You can have anything that you guys want in this lifetime, but it is totally up to you to decide you can have it. Hey baddies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ambria, and on my channel we talk about beauty, business, and baddie advice. So make sure you guys go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. In today's video, we will be talking about lucky girl syndrome and how I get everything that I want. So what's lucky girl syndrome? Lucky girl syndrome is the idea that the universe is rooting in your favor and that everything is wanting you to win, right? You having this deep belief that everything is going your way, like you're the luckiest person alive. This mindset is so valuable and very important. You've probably heard the term before, you create your own reality. What does that mean? That means that your perspective, your mindset, the way you operate, everything that you do creates the world and the experiences that you have. This directly correlates with your self-worth and self-concept. The higher your self-concept, the better experiences you have. The lower your self-concept, the lower experiences you have. So how does lucky girl syndrome play a part in this? Lucky girl syndrome is the idea that everything is going your way. So when you start to think of life from this perspective, you start to see a different world around you, a world that you actually desire, and the life that you actually love. Lucky girl syndrome, I have it, you can have it, anybody can have it. I'm gonna give you guys some tips today on how I get everything that I want so that you too can have the life that you deserve. First off, I'm gonna tell you guys some things that I have manifested. I am 22 years old, okay? I have manifested all of these things. This is just a small amount of things that I manifested so you guys can know that lucky girl syndrome literally works. But I've manifested walking for New York Fashion Week. I've manifested getting picked out of 700 entries in the city of Philadelphia to have my play performed at Temple University when I was in the 10th grade, all right? I wrote a play, submitted it, also helped to co-direct this play, being 16 years old, the #1 entry out of 700 in the city. How bizarre is that? I also manifested creating my own spiritual business. I had such a deep interest in helping people to grow spiritually, and it's called The Baddie Psychic. It's an official business that's helped so many people to become the baddest versions of themselves. I also manifested 2 real estate licenses in the state of New Jersey and in Pennsylvania. I have over 100,000 followers on TikTok that I also manifested. I also manifested my current relationship, my home, being my own boss, owning my own time, healthier lifestyle habits, natural beauty, growing an amazing baddie community over on my TikTok, and probably some of you guys are watching right now, hey. And most importantly, I grew self-love and high self-worth. So these are some things that I have manifested. I believe a huge part of it was lucky girl syndrome, me believing that the universe, God, spirit, the divine is working in my favor and I can have anything that I want at any point in time. So how can you have lucky girl syndrome, right? Lucky girl syndrome is a mindset. And one thing that I really stress is mindset is everything when it comes to life, right? You have to have the right mindset to achieve the right things, and it is very important for you to believe in yourself and see yourself as a high value individual to achieve high things in this lifetime. Number 1, it's all about having an abundance mindset. Now, an abundance mindset really talks about the idea of if this opportunity doesn't work out for me, then another one will. If this person doesn't work out for me, then another one will. If this situation isn't for me, another one is, right? It's this idea where you're not attaching to any outcomes, people, circumstances, or situations and feeling like afraid that you're gonna lose something, because you understand that no matter where you go, the universe is always going to work in your favor and you will always see yourself having exactly what you want and deserve at the end of the day. This really directly correlates with the idea of self-concept. Now, what is self-concept? Self-concept is your concept of self, right? It's kind of the way you see yourself and where you place yourself in the hierarchy of life, right? I said, if you see yourself up here, then you'll attract experiences up here. But if you see yourself down here, you'll attract experiences just alike, right? And the world around you is a direct reflection of your belief system of who you are and what you feel worthy of receiving. A lot of us, we develop self-concepts that are so low and we expect the bare minimum or under from situations in life. We get afraid, we overthink, we have anxiety, and we don't really feel confident in our ability to have our desires. However, this is 100% in your control, and you can change yourself into a person who has the best experiences, the best relationships, the best mindset, the best money, the best opportunities, all of the above, simply by shifting your self-concept and seeing yourself in a much brighter light. So when it comes to self-concept and lucky girl syndrome, when you're looking to the world around you and opportunities and things you desire, it's a mindset of saying, of course I can have that. It's me, right? I know I can have an amazing relationship. Of course this person's interested in me. Of course I'm gonna get this audition. Of course I'm gonna get this customer. Of course I'm gonna get this success. Of course I'm gonna have the money. It's an idea of saying, it's me. Of course I would have whatever it is that I desire because I am a lucky girl. I can have whatever I desire. And this directly correlates to the law of assumption, right? Assuming the best in everything that you experience attracts that right back to you. Me personally, when I think of circumstances, I know it's gonna work out for me. You know how some people say, is this gonna work out? Is this gonna work? How is this gonna? I don't think that. I know it's gonna work out for me. Why? Because that's what I deserve. And I don't let anybody else dictate what I deserve. I don't hold on to fears from the past, and I'm not gonna overthink about my future. I know who I am, and I'm gonna assume the best in every circumstance. And this deep belief that I have within myself is easily picked up in the world around me. When I'm confident in myself, people feel that, right? People want to give me opportunities, right? The money wants to come my way. Money is only energy, right? So if I'm putting out an energy of course you want me, the money's like, I think you're right, right? That person, of course you want me. That person's like, I think you're right, right? So it's all about how you see yourself and assuming the best in the world around you. You don't have to look and hope and wish, just decide you're gonna have it. And guess what? If it's not that person, it's another anyway. Remember that. A huge part of the lucky girl syndrome, in my opinion, comes from this idea that I have to show up for myself. How do I get everything I want? Because I give myself everything that I want. I don't just sit back waiting for the world around me to change. I change for myself, right? I have healthy lifestyle habits that I do for me. I go out of my way to make sure I'm practicing self-love. I take care of myself and my spiritual practices. I eat healthy. I do what I need to do for myself so that I'm never lacking when it comes to the world around me. So if another thing doesn't happen for me, well, guess what? I'm showing up for myself anyway. And if this person doesn't do that, guess what? I'm showing up for myself anyway. I'm not lacking in any capacity because I already have an amazing relationship with myself to the point where I am just automatically showing up for myself and having an amazing life anyway. Because you have to remember one thing when it comes to lucky girl syndrome is that your happiness is your responsibility. So if you find yourself in life really wishing and hoping things work and you're just like, woe is me, nothing goes my way, don't do that. Show up for yourself. Take care of yourself. Do what you need to do to be happy and inspired, and the world around you actually naturally shows up for you as a result because the energy you guys put out comes back to you, and what you focus your energy and attention on grows. So if you focus your energy and attention on you, it's almost as if the whole universe prioritizes you as well, right? You're at that point, you're in your divine feminine energy and you're attracting your desires instead of chasing and hoping and wishing things go your way. You're saying, hey universe, hey money, hey person, I'm the one of value. I prioritize myself. I take care of myself anyway. And so as a result, you're gonna attract the world that you want to you instead of you chasing. Finally see yourself being the lucky girl that you know yourself to be, or lucky person that you know yourself to be. This energy of showing up for myself also helps me to have a healthy detachment to the world around me so that I'm no longer holding on to outcomes of how this is gonna work or that's gonna work. It's like, hey, if you don't show up correctly, that's okay because I show up for myself anyway. And hey, if this opportunity doesn't work out, that's okay because I know I can create my own opportunities. I'm never holding on so deeply or tightly to something externally and hoping it shows up for me because I'm automatically showing up for myself. And this detachment makes it come to me because I'm no longer putting this desire on a pedestal, hoping and wishing for things to come my way. I'm putting myself on the pedestal, knowing my worth so deeply that it has no choice but to show up for me because that's my reality. How do I get everything that I want? I have very high standards. If your bare minimum, if your lowest standard is higher than most, then you're gonna only receive the absolute best in the world around you, right? I have high standards and I have boundaries that support those standards, and I do not budge on my boundaries. Okay, I know how I wanna be spoken to, I know how I wanna be treated, I know what I expect from people in my life, I know what I expect in my career and opportunities and situations around me. To other people, they could be deemed as high standards, but to me, they're just my standards, okay? I know my worth, so I know what I will and will not tolerate. And the higher your standards, the better quality of life you will have. Standards and boundaries protect you guys from low quality experiences. Huge part of lucky girl syndrome is gratitude. The more gratitude that you guys have, the more you attract into your life. In order to have, you must have, all right? You have to shift your perspective and stop focusing on scarcity and lack in the world around you and start focusing on the fact that, wow, I have food to eat. Wow, I have a phone. Wow, I have internet. right? These are things a lot of people may not have, and you have it. So the more you focus on you having your desires, the more you will see from this abundance mindset and see more of the abundance around you. When we are committed to looking at lack and scarcity, that's all you're gonna see. Even if your desire showed up in your face, you wouldn't be able to see it because you're so committed to seeing scarcity and lack. So in order for you guys to have your desire, you genuinely have to step into this mindset of, wow, I already have everything that I want. A huge part of lucky girl syndrome, okay, because we know in order to have our desires, we have to take action. It is taking action knowing your success is inevitable. Okay, a lot of us, we take action hoping we can earn this desire and hoping we can have this. You have to take action knowing that you're going to be successful. All right, successful people, they believe in themselves. They're not hoping, wishing, and tiptoeing in their reality that maybe this will happen. No, they know what they want and they're not gonna stop until they get it. When I was creating my businesses, writing my plays, going for my licenses, I didn't have a single doubt in my mind I wouldn't be able to succeed. I knew I was going to succeed. I walked in knowing I would succeed, no matter how many times I tried, no matter how many times it took. All right, I said, if it's not this time, it's the next. If it's not this, it's the next. And guess what? I succeeded, okay? Because I believed in myself and took action in my life knowing that my success was inevitable. Another thing that helps me with my lucky girl syndrome is my lifestyle. I have a very healthy lifestyle and I have very consistent spiritual and healthy habits and practices that I like to do to stay in a high vibration so I feel my best and can influence the world around me to feel the same. I'm meditating first thing in the morning, self-love meditation. I do gratitude journaling, then I'll do yoga while listening to confidence affirmations. And this is automatically helping me to have a higher self-concept, to feel very worthy, to feel very in my power. I'm setting myself up for success in the beginning of the day. And as a result, the entire day is coming from this energy of me feeling in my power. In turn, helping me to attract this amazing life that I deserve right back to me. I only drink water, right? All of these things helps me to stay in a healthy mindset, a healthy energy, and a very fulfilled, self-confident state. I can operate in my lucky girl syndrome and have everything that I want out of the world around me. I also listen to self-concept affirmations in my sleep pretty much every single night. I will tag Dylan James. If some of you guys might know who that is, he's a manifestation coach. I love his channel. I will tag his account down below. You guys can check it out. His limitless money affirmations, his love affirmations. He has I'm the best affirmations. I personally love the I'm the best affirmations. Go check that out. But it's 8-hour tracks. I listen to them for a couple years now, every single night, and it's genuinely shifted my perception of self. I see myself in such a high light. There's nothing that I cannot accomplish, and I see myself as number one in my reality, okay? I see myself as the center of my own universe, and anything that I ever want, I see myself as equal to it. All right, I'm like, I want this opportunity, it's coming my way. I want this money, it's coming my way. I want this person, it's coming my way, right? However that resonates, it's very important for you guys to realize in order to have lucky girl syndrome, you have to recognize your value. You have to see yourself as a person of value. You can have anything that you guys want in this lifetime, but it is totally up to you to decide you can have it. Your self-worth is innate. It does not come from other people. It doesn't come from the money you have. It doesn't come from the car you drive. It doesn't come from how many people like you or rejected you or chose you or what your parents think or what your partner thinks or what your ex thinks. None of these things determines your value. You are innately valuable, all right? The only thing that separates you from your self-worth is your awareness of your self-worth. If you see yourself down here, like I said, you're gonna attract experiences in alignment with that. But if you raise that self-concept and you start saying, I'm confident, I deserve my desires, I trust the universe, I trust God, I know everything's working out for me, you will see that you're gonna have an amazing life and you're gonna attract things up here in alignment with this new self-concept. Number one way to have that lucky girl syndrome is to be the best version of yourself and to genuinely see yourself as worthy of having what you want. It takes inner work, right? Shifting your internal belief system and releasing all self-imposed limitations because you are a limitless being by default. Make sure you guys go ahead and click the link in my bio, thebaddiepsychic.com. Check out my website. I'm actually offering healing sessions right now. You can get an inner child healing session, you can get a self-concept healing session, or you can get a divine femininity healing session with me on Zoom through my business, The Baddie Psychic LLC. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. This is how I get everything I want and how I am the luckiest girl in the world. If this video resonated with you, make sure you guys go ahead and give it a huge thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel where we talk about business, beauty, and baddie advice. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you guys next week, Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will see all of you beautiful and amazing baddies later. Bye guys. Mwah.